Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another comic book review. This is going to be for issue 788 of Batman Detective Comics, 2004. It's from 2004. So yeah, this also includes Dog Catcher, which is by Spears and G. Um, yeah, Spears and G, as you probably tell here. Which is a small little Joker bonus not issue but storyline. So yeah, before I actually begin with my review, as usual, spoiler warning, 10 seconds as usual, because for those who want to read this issue for whatever reason, I recommend you get it. It's a great issue. So yeah, so 10 seconds as usual. Spoiler warning starting now. Okay, 10 seconds are up. So yeah, spoiler warning has already been given, so don't complain down in the comments below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual I did. Which is pretty funny, because actually I want to say about yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, I actually got some guy that said, why'd you ruin that Spiders Club for me, whatever. Um, I gave the spoiler 10-second video so you could log off. I gave it, so as I said before, don't complain down in the comments below or be messaging me like this guy did, because I I gave him the warning. Not my fault. He hasn't seen that Spiders Club. Um, so yeah, not really nothing I can say. But I really want to emphasize this. I was a little bit teed off. I told him that I did. He said no, I didn't. I checked and I did. So yeah, please don't lie to me. Please, I gave all of you 10-second warnings. So yeah, just wanted to say that very fast. So yeah, I already gave the 10-second warning. I'm gonna give it again. So this time I'm giving it twice, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up as usual. This time I actually did it twice. The second one was just for emphasis. So yeah. So as usual, a quick synopsis. Quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. As usual. So yeah, Batman Detective Comics number 788. What I think of it? Okay, so Batman Detective Comics 788 basically revolves around Batman going after Big Eddie Hurst, I believe is how you say his name, who was imprisoned, falsely imprisoned, for the death of one of his co-workers and wife or girlfriend, I believe. Um, so yeah, basically, he was pissed off. Batman supposedly knows who the real killer is. Um, who the real killer is, but Big Eddie Hurst doesn't really want to pay attention to it. He thinks he was blamed on false evidence and whatever the case may be, and he just wants to get back at anybody who was at his trial who basically was against him. Such as like the prosecutors and the lawyers and witnesses and stuff like that. He basically wants to go against them and kill them basically. So yeah, this is the first part of the Randori Stone Part 1 right there. So I believe that's also the title of the actual issue, the Randori Stone Part 1, if you know what I mean. So yeah, as usual. Wait, where is it going with this? Yeah, as usual. With most of these older DC books, you do have an extra storyline that in these comics, and this one was Dog Catchers, which was by Spears and G. I'm not familiar with them, but they did this one little Joker based um storyline or whatever called Dog Catchers. This is part 4. So yeah, it says the writer was Rick Spears and the artist was Rob G. So that makes sense. Basically, that storyline revolves around Joker having gotten his dog captured, by a dog catcher for whatever reason. He goes into the dog, place where they took his dog, and he wants to find this one particular dog catcher and kill him basically. If he doesn't get his dog back, all well and done. He doesn't get his dog back. Well, he does, but it's dead. So he gets pissed off, shoots the dog catcher. The dog catcher was saved just because he had a pack of cigarettes right there. Batman comes in for a quick second, said, "Where'd he go?" basically, and he's like, "That way," and basically he's like, "Taxi, Gotham International Airport." That's it. It was very funny. That ending, very funny. So yeah, I did like the artwork. I got this for about $1, I believe. I think a little bit more, maybe $1 or $2. And that was money well spent. It was very good. It was a very good issue, very good comic. The artwork was good, and the bonus issue. Most of the bonus issues that DC puts out with their main comic. Sorry about the lighting. With their main comic, usually I don't really like them. I just don't. But this one is one of the few which I actually do like. The second issue, the second story arc, and it's pretty funny, pretty cool. So and it does include Joker. So it's one of the few storylines, that bonus storylines or whatever that I do like. The artwork for both of them was for great, and writing was serious, yeah, light comedic for both of them. More towards the Joker story arc than the actual Batman one, because the Batman one was more serious and grittier as usual. But it did have a few, maybe 1 or 2 funny moments, that made me chuckle. So yeah, this is part 1. I don't know how many parts there's to this series. Well, story arc, I'll probably search it up later. But it does have something left to be desired, which is good, and it does work to its advantage. Because it does make me want to read the rest of the issues in the story arc. So it does work to its advantage, which I do like. The writing was good. The you can feel the grittiness. The art here even feels gritty. So yeah, there were also a few action scenes. What the hell's with the light in this video? Whatever. I don't know if you can see, but you have this one action scene here, which is pretty well done. You can even see the gritty, and I think what helps is the material the paper is made out of, because it's kind of rough. So it does make the grittiness. It does make the comic seem grittier than it already is. So it is gonna make it seem more serious and more grittier, more darker, just like Batman should be. Really the only thing I could complain is that it has something left to be desired, but it works towards its advantage, wanting me get the rest of the issues in the story arc. So that's not really that much of a problem. There are a few comics that do have something left to be desired, but the ones I've been reading recently that seem to be like that really don't work in its advantage for whatever reason. But in this one, it does really work for its advantage, which I do like. So yeah, I do want to I actually do want to get the rest of the issues. Whether it be in a paperback, in a graphic novel, or single issues, however the case may be. I actually do want to get the rest of it. So yeah, now for the rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. I give this a 9 out of 10. The only complaint I have is that it does have something left to be desired, but it works in its advantage. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I review comic books, TV shows, and movies. So definitely stay tuned for that. Pretty soon I'm gonna be making a comic book haul, because tomorrow is free comic book day. So do stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment below on your thoughts on this issue. Have you read it, or have you read it? What do you think of it, and what do you think about the storyline of the Randori Stone. You know, what do you think of that storyline? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment all that down below. And besides that, you know, remember to like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.